Previously on D-Face Goes Racing, aka Raceface, or The Art of Racing, Oscar Joyce handed me the keys to something serious, a Radical SR3. I got my racing licence, painted the car and took it out on track several times and scared the living shit out of myself. And yeah, it is incredible, a real beast of a machine. What an incredible opportunity and one my childhood self could only dream of. But also, it's properly intimidating. It's a car that demands everything. It wants to be on the limit, on the ragged edge, and I'm not sure that I have the minerals for it, just yet. So the question is, now I've got a taste, what's the next move? The Radical SR3 was an incredible opportunity. I'm very thankful for that opportunity. Absolutely mind-blowingly fast car. But kind of well above my pay grade, really above my ability. So we're looking at something that was a bit more grassroots, and the obvious connection to that is minis. My first car was a mini, my second car was a mini. I grew up around minis, so I've got an affinity to minis. I like small, fast things. All of my minis I had were modified, tuned. So I would love to race a historic FIA race mini. I'd seen them race many times, they're awesome. They're like a train of cars coming through the corners, side by side, 5 deep, but they're serious bucks. Digging around a bit, I come across the Mighty Mini Championship, so they're much more equally paced, much more affordable, and I got in touch with them. Part of the project is I want to paint the car too, and I think actually with the FIA they're pretty strict on what that car could look like. I'm not so sure they'll be receptive to me painting it. I mean, a beautiful car, ready to roll. But 50k. The whole project is a continuation of the Radical, so it has to be a painted car. There's no point if I buy a race mini and then I can't paint it. Ran by family, ran like you're becoming part of that family, and I really like that. It's very much grassroots racing at its best. So let's go and talk to these guys. So, a common theme in motorsport, early starts. Seems like you're always getting up early to get at least 2.5, 3 hours away. Fuel for the morning, coffee. So myself and Oscar decided to take a road trip up to visit the Mighty Mini family. Here we are, we've arrived at their workshop. It's a pretty cool place, plenty of minis to have a look over. We're not sure which one we're going with, or even if we're going to buy one. We're just looking through the cars. Tasty red and black one. I really like the grey and black one, to be honest with you, but that's less of a complete car. This car's kind of really almost ready to race. It's got a new built engine, everything's there. It just needs a bit of a tidy up. Decent engine in it.
This is Grant Classics.
This is John's Mini. He raced last 2 seasons in it, so it's pretty well tested. And minis are a tight fit. I'm a big lump as well, so with a squeeze I get in, and actually when you're in, it's pretty decent inside there. There's plenty of room. Bit of carbon fibre, lightened door handles, and a spare wheel which won't stay there. We've got to share the car if we're going to do this. Me and Oscar decided we'd do it between us, so realistically we've got to be able to get in and out of the car and it be in the right place seating wise for us both, which is a little tricky, to be honest with you.
Whoa, mate, that's a squeeze getting out of there.
This is Peter the Wizard glancing his professional eye over it. He knows a lot about minis and he knows a ton about racing. He's a real textbook of race knowledge.
Huh?
What are you saying?
What are you saying? We're going mini racing. That's what
The minis are fairly standard. The engine is straight cut gearbox, 1300 1293 engine. It's quite strict on what you can do to keep it fair and not allow people to just throw money at them and make them go as fast as they possibly can. And we're back on the road, heading up to the Mighty Mini family and their secret racetrack. And we get to the Mighty Mini workshop, and the car hasn't been started for a while, so it needs a little fettling, it needs a little bit of a wake up, and it really needs its morning coffee as well. The grey and black car's come on since we last saw it, and it's looking tasty. I really do prefer that colourway.
people coming up, Alden distributors came up to us. And
Bit of fettling, and it's getting to a place where maybe we can have a go in it. John and James, super knowledgeable about minis and very, very helpful and accommodating.
they sound like a bag of nails.
No, that's not so
Yeah.
bad. That's easy.
You know, that's
Just rev
I
it,
know
it'll be alright.
when we first. Yeah.
So we're going to load the car up and we're going to head up the road to their secret test track. As always, cookies and cake and tea. And the one in the background is not what they should look like. So that window's not for lightweight, that is just because the window's missing. So we're having a little blast around this. It's actually an old runway for World War II planes from back in the day, but serves perfectly for a little blast around to see how the car is. Does it run straight up the road? Does it brake? Yes. Can we tell much more from that? Not really. So, what's this going to cost us? Are we going to buy it? Who knows? I'm not sure. Anyway, the next thing is they've agreed to let's drive it at Snetterton. So that's the closest track to them, and it's a nice track that I'm not unfamiliar with, having driven a Radical there a few times. So we turn up on a very cold but sunny day. Most importantly, keep the car clean. That's my job.
Ready to go.
So first outing in a Mini. It's been a while since I've been on a racetrack in a Mini. It's been a while since I've been in a Mini. But it went well, I really enjoyed it. It felt good, it pulled hard, cornered really well. Myself and Oscar dressing like we're wearing baby grows and bank robbers. The car wasn't without issues, but that's race cars. Oscar has a go in the car, he's used to a lot faster cars, and he's come up through go-karting and loads of other different machines. So his experience was wholly different to mine. First day at school, mate. Yeah, fully first day at school, and no mum to help me. Mum, where are you?
You hold the steering nice and gently.
You're braking there, I'm braking there.
It's really tricky. It's really tricky. Going to see a race car is a bit like going to see puppies. You know you're going to come back with one. So, needless to say, we bought a race Mini. And yes, we bought the red and black one. Not because of the colour, but mainly because it was the most complete, ready to roll race car. We immediately signed up for the Mighty Mini series and became members of the Mighty Mini family, with John and James holding our hands along the way. And first race, Donington Park, a circuit I've never been to, and guess what? I'm hella nervous. I have no idea what I'm doing. This is like an absolute complete blank canvas for me. Literally no idea. First race, first time on this circuit. Going to be first time out, first time scrutineering. First time scrutineering the car, first time scrutineering the kit. So everything's new. So it's all like, whoa, shit. Very, very serious in there. You have to have your helmet scrutineered and your hands device. And so for a minute there it was just sensitive.
So we've got the belts on the wrong sides, so we've got to change that about, and then I believe we should be good to go. And also they've got funny with these numbers. It's been a bit silly about it. They're saying that they have to be yellow, which I understand if it gets foggy, but it's not the end of the world. But there you go.
got here last night, because we had to do some work on the car. We stayed down the road at a local hotel. Here at 7 o'clock, 7:30 for scrutineering. Scrutineering, they obviously have to go over the car, make sure the car's fit to race, safe to race, and go over your kit to make sure your kit's good to race. And then we're going out at 9 o'clock for the free practice. And that'd be my first time on this track in that car. First time on this track full stop, first time in that car. Yesterday I felt really nervous. I was like, what the F am I doing? You know, why am I doing this? This is meant to be fun. And then last night I was like in my head about, because we did a track walk last night, and I've done the track on the sim, so I know the corners, but the sim doesn't give you any of the elevation and the camber of the roads. So yesterday was the first walk around, and I was like, oh shit, this track's really fucking different to how I imagined it. There's a lot of elevation in it, and it seems like it's going to be quite fast. So I feel quite nervous about it. So I was wide awake at 1:15 in the night, wide awake at 3 o'clock, wide awake at 6 before my alarm. So I'm apprehensive, nervous, and excited. Well, I mean, the crew, Mighty Mini crew, has brought us in it's like a family. Sue, John, and James, who run the series.
Made it as easy as possible.
They've made it really easy for us. You know, there's a couple of big questions that I had, which was, where do I store? You know, I live in London, so does Oscar. Where do we store a Mini? We don't have access to a workshop. How do we spanner the car? How do we get the car to the circuit? Where do we keep a trailer? Like, do I keep a trailer on the road? It's going to get robbed. Do I keep a Mini on the back of a trailer? It's both are going to get robbed. So that was like a major problem. And John and James were like, listen, like, if that's what's hindering you, why don't we keep the car for you and we'll trailer the car to the circuit for you? So they made it really, really like flexible and adaptable. They've been really flexible and adaptable for us, which is really sweet. They want more people out racing. That's ultimately what their goal is, you know. This is new drivers briefing.
So I can't see him. Just grabbing the stickers back through the seat.
Oh, sorry.
Harness was on the wrong shoulders, nothing major. And the cables were on the inside of the cage, so if it was in an accident, the cables could be shared for the fire extinguisher. So obviously it's just more of an advice on that bit, but it wants doing. So I think they've done it anyway. So yeah, it's all been done, I think. There we go, the important bit.
Alright, straighten up. We need to weigh you, actually.
Lucky socks. There you go, the lucky socks. Pair of Sauber
socks.
Sauber socks. He sent them to me, and they've just become my lucky racing socks. He has no idea this is the case. Yeah, he's probably not. He's probably never worn them. He sent them to me in a package, and I was like, they're so garish. I'd never fucking wear them. Oh, but unless I'm racing, then I might.
£5.
No, £18.
You have got to have a laugh.
So we passed scrutineering. We're good to go. We've had the driver's briefing. 9 o'clock, so half an hour, not even 20 minutes, is open practice. So the plan is that I go out, Oscar goes out first, runs the car in, does 3 laps, comes back in, and I'll go out and run the rest of the open practice, which is a 20-minute or a 15-minute, as many laps as you want to do, kind of get your bearings. So that's next.
So,
how are you feeling about it?
Yeah, all good. I'm relaxed.
Oh yeah.
Good. Yeah. No, great night's sleep.
At what point does the becoming relaxed happen? Rather than the bit where you're waking up all through the night thinking, what the fuck am I doing?
Took a few races. Yeah. My first season, really. I think. Don't worry about anyone else. You know, one of the things I did, I started watching where people were braking, and that was fatal.
You get like that one there. Tighten that up. So, do you remember, like I said, you hold the steering nice and gently, and you'll feel the car want to walk out. Don't force it over. just let it go. You know, obviously within the track limits, and you won't scrub speed then, and then it'll just have a natural progression of just doing one movement for each corner. Okay?
Yeah. So not like.
Don't fight it. Don't fight it. Not front wheel drive. You're really struggling.
It seems like there's a lot going on, like a lot to take in.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff to do with the car, the track, the racing.
Yeah, it was meant to be simple. It was meant to be simple. You're meant to be able to come along Spanier it yourself and race it. You know, the original idea of the series in its origin was that you drive the car to the track, race it, drive it home. And obviously it's progressed since then. You couldn't do that now at all. They're not roadworthy. So Peter's a race engineer, so he knows his shit. He knows how to set the car up. He knows how to get the best out of the car in terms of handling, suspension, tyre pressures, all of that stuff. We don't know that. I've got absolutely no idea. So Peter's indispensable for us, really, because he's like, this is what we need to do. And then, you know, scrutineering, they're like, you need to do this. He's straight away, it's no problem, fine, let's do it.
Do you think that would like throw your mental off?
Yeah, totally. I feel like that is that could be really overwhelming. It's a lot, like you say, it's a lot to take in. You've got scrutineering, you've got to get the car ready, you've got the car fueled, you've got to have it set ready to go. You've got to be set ready to go. You've got to go to driver's briefing, you've got to go practice, then you've got to do qualifying, then you've got to do the race. You know, it's like there's at everything there's a new little hurdle, and to do it all in one go, it's a lot to comprehend and take in, you know. But all to play for, you know. Never done it before, we'll see where we go. If I don't like it, I won't do it again. That's my motto, you know. Too old in the tooth to be going, oh, I fucking hate it, I'm going to do it. You know, I've had jobs like that, pizza delivery driver, jamming donuts, shit like that, where I'm like, I absolutely hate this. I'm not, my life's too short, life's too short to be doing stuff you don't love, so this is meant to be a love experience, isn't it? You know?
Is it feeling that way right now, pre-race?
No, not at all. I'm like, what, are we paid to do this? This feels like we should be getting paid.
Oh, so that's for 2 horses now.
It's for 2 horses, no lights. I like a novice cross on the back.
Oh, well, your window open.
Okay, so this is free practice 1. Oscar's going out to warm the car up, make sure everything's running sweet. We go out with every car that's racing that day, so it's a little bit of a free-for-all, can be quite intimidating. And then I'm jumping in to take the rest of the time of that free practice, which is 15 minutes, just to get the circuit under my belt, figure out the corners, and get ready for qualifying.
I think he'll come back in, he'll have a big grin on his face and he'll be like, oh, and then he'll start speaking really fast. It's a normal thing. As soon as you get a bit of adrenaline, you like yabber as fast as you can. How was that? Harry? Did you? Twice. You came off? He came off twice at turn 1. He's ready. Yeah. Everywhere else I felt like okay. Yeah. Except that one, which wasn't the one I was expecting to fuck up. Yeah.
What? I think you're going to tell me it's going to be Coppice.
It's that cool.
Yeah, that is
one.
just
tricky, isn't it? It's a tricky corner. You know? I thought that'd be the easy one, Peter.
Yeah, but look, going on what Oscar was saying, where we told you to brake, you can brake later. So now you can brake between the end of the chevron and the exit.
Good.
Okay?
Do you know what it was as
You're
well,
braking
Peter?
too early.
Braking too early and then not getting on the gas.
Correct.
And it didn't clock until fucking the last 2 laps.
Yeah, because you went straight from 42 to 38 and then you got 37 and then in.
If you watch me, I'm like literally so early before the apex.
Oh, yeah.
It's so reverse psychology compared to.
So you're braking and then like balance,
almost
and then
like
on.
a second off, yeah, and then bang. 9 seconds. But then
Remember,
bang.
you need to drive through the corner.
Yeah.
You got to remember that.
You're braking there, I'm braking there. Here, you're turning in too early.
You're braking early and you're turning in early, so you start coming to the apex, and then you think, you're not, but if you started picking the throttle up earlier, it would be better, but you're not. You're cruising, rolling the car in, and then the car is walking out on the exit. Do you understand what I mean?
So there's a lot of info to try and compute, because it's like all well and good to have the info, but knowing how to translate that info is like really difficult, because this is my ground zero. Do you know what I mean? I have nothing to go back to go from. This is it. So everything that's been thrown at me, I'm like, ugh, trying to figure it out. And a large part of figuring it out is just actually be out there and figure it out, you know. And there's so much, it's so overwhelming. It's like brake later, turn earlier, power on, look out for the other cars, watch this car, there's a car turning in front, there's a car spinning in front of you, you know, like, oh, you can go flat out there, it's a lot, you know. And then now we're going to throw that into the mix of the next practice, and then after practice we're going to race. So I feel very much a novice at this point. I feel like once you've got a season under your belt, maybe you feel a little bit more comfortable. But it's like really, you know, super nerve-wracking. It's just really what it is. You're doing something that's fast and dangerous. It's like all logic is thrown against the wall. We'll see.
Pretty good, wasn't it?
It's alright. So I shit myself after going through the gravel, so then I was like, I need a break earlier again. No, I don't. You can see how competitive I am with myself. I'm like, yeah, where can I go? First race ever.
How you feeling?
Nervous, man. Nervous. I put pressure on myself, that's the problem. Like, I don't not do that. You know what I mean? In every aspect of my life, I want to try and do the best I can, achieve the most I can. And that's, you know, in this situation, I've got to learn. So it's like taking a step back and being like, just fucking enjoy it and just progressively get faster. Because the natural thing is to want to go out and be fast immediately. And it's also quite infuriating, because you do well on one lap and then you fuck it up on the next lap and you're like, oh fuck, I did well then, and oh, that felt good. It's consistency. Happy with the start. And I was slow to start as well, by the way, because I was like, what's the protocol here? They go off and then we go, or they go off and there's another light? Oh no, we're going. All to learn, Tom. There's so much to learn. And every lap you're learning it again. Do you know what I mean? Every lap you're like, oh, this time I'm going to do this. Oh no, that didn't work. It's really tricky. It's really tricky. It's like the little nuances, like how late you brake, how hard you brake, how late you turn, how hard you accelerate.
Do you feel different now as a racer?
Yeah, more nervous, more neurotic.
Why does he have to do these things? Amanda, why does he have to do these things? You need to put a leash on him. You've got to stop him from doing these things. It really worries me. I'm not, oh, that's making me feel bad that you're worried.
I said because he has to live his life.
Oh, my mum doesn't come to any races anymore. That's it. Gave up years ago. First race, Virgin, no longer. It was good, man. It was good. I didn't have really much time to think about it. You know, we pulled up on the grid, and then I was like, okay, what happens now? Lights go out. Lights go out. You go. And I made a really good start. I caught maybe 3 cars immediately, and then
slowly they just came back past me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm figuring out the lines, I'm figuring out how fast I can go, I'm figuring out where I can brake, how hard I can brake. I think my biggest problem was braking harder and accelerating quicker. And it was like pretty much every corner apart from the straight corner, Redgate, where you have to brake much harder and turn much later than you think in your head. And if you don't get it right, the car just drifts out and then you're in the gravel trap. But I did it, I finished the race. That was my goal, was to finish, you know what I mean? I didn't want to fucking come off. I wanted to finish the race. And I did. There's moments where you're like, oh, this feels really amazing, you know, like it's drifting and pulling at the same time and it feels really balanced. And there's other times where you're like, oh, this is completely out of control. You know, and it's that balance of like, I'm not in control of this, I am in control of this, and just trying to find that zone of where every corner you got it, every corner you got it. And it's really hard because it's the first time I've ever driven it. It was a lot of firsts, but I feel like every time you do a new one, you get a little bit more knowledgeable, a little bit more of an understanding of how the car performs and how you perform with the car. So yeah, it's cool, man. I'm really stoked I did it. And also really glad that Oscar's going out in the second race and I'm not.
Okay, so it's Oscar's race. He's taking race 2. We switched the numbers out, 73 to 78. See what we did there. Car gets a check over. We also had to add some weight because Oscar weighs less than me and the car has to weigh the same. And because I qualified and I did race 1, Oscar has to start from the back of the grid. So this is Oscar going from 12th up to pretty much 5th, I think. But hold up, there's some action ahead and it's unavoidable. And Oscar clips that car and adds the first dent to the race Mini. But don't worry, this is what these cars are built for. And obviously Oscar's now catching up. He's really fast, and this is the difference between someone that is a professional racer and myself, who's a complete novice. He knows what he's doing, he knows how to intimidate, he knows racing lines, he knows how to keep the speed, and he knows all of it inside out, back to front, upside down. And so within not much time, he's battling for second place, and he's coming up to the last corner and coming up to the finishing line here, and he's just trying to edge up to second, and he pips him at the post and gets second. Awesome racing from Oscar. The difference between a pro and an amateur.
Oh, he did good, didn't he?
Just at the last second.
It's almost like he knows what he's doing. The main learning at the end of the day is that I don't know very much about motorsport. So today was a massive learning curve. But it's really fun. Like, everyone's really like accommodating. It's clear Oscar's a pro racer. You know what I mean? The guy went from the back to second. Probably should have had first. And that's just experience. You know, it's time behind the wheel, understanding cars, understanding racing lines, understanding braking zones, and all of that just comes with practice. It's like everything. You know, nothing worth having comes overnight, does it? So I've got a lot to learn. But most importantly, I'm excited to do it again. There was a couple of seat of the pants moments today. A couple of gravel trap experiences that I definitely don't want to repeat. But other than that, I mean, you know, it's racing. The car's got a kind of bent, a little bit bent. It's got some repair work. But it was wicked. It's really fun. The car's not, at the end of the cars, they don't look very fast and they're not top speed fast, but the experience of racing a Mini is exactly that. It's like you're low, you feel like you're going fast, the car's slippery, it's all over the place. And so the experience of racing a Mini is really like intense. And it's not always about flat out speed, is it? Sometimes it's more about the art of racing, and that's kind of what I'm trying to learn.
Sick. And where did you come?
I came fucking last, didn't I?